I just picked my cat up and held her in my arms as I sat on the toilet to pee, basically posing like I'm posing for a painting. It's a moment we've never had before. Very strange. She's like, alright, I gotta go. I'm like, alright, cool. This is weird. She's purring. She's cold, being outside. Alright, what am I doing here? I don't remember. Reset my chat. Can I get the... Can I use the dragon in this room? Cannot call Flamey here. Don't even think about it. How dare you? My OBS indicates that I just played 48 minutes of Suika game. Is that accurate? Did I really just stack fruit for that long? I got my first watermelon. Where am I going? Oh yeah, the mountain, the palace in the desert. It's very easy to find, which means I'm not going to find it. There we are. Okay. So how close can I get? There's like a ferry you can take, right? There we go. Hopefully this will be it. We're getting pretty deep into the game. If you have everything at level 5 or 6, which I believe I do, we're pretty close. Everything's getting blasted too. Alright. I have a vague slight sense of nausea in my stomach from taking black seed oil like I always do. But otherwise my lunch was so good. Like a well toasted half bagel, green onion cream cheese, and then half a piece of half a smoked Arctic char fillet. So amazing. Hey, get out of there. Alright, how do we figure out how to get to this place? Okay, we have to basically do the... I assume we have to do the screens that have stars on them. The duck's just kind of like tripping over things spontaneously. Everything's getting blasted. This is where it came from, right? Wait, can I knock it back here? Shut up. Really? What happened? How does this work? Try going west? This is strange. Yeah, maybe call Flamey and try this over again. Oh, a good crack there. Now I'm further. I was closer when I was over here. They really just make up distances for you, don't they? Okay, this looks good. Do I go up here? Yeah, okay, here we go. Nice. Alright. I think I just probably missed this last time. Welcome to Charon's Ferry. Next stop, Moon Palace. There's nothing in the palace. Don't get lost. The boat's a bit unsteady. Oh, what a relief. I'll wait here. You guys go nuts. Charon should be spelled C-H-A-R-O-N if we're going Greek style, right? Charon's a Greek. It's kind of hard to remember the Greek versus Roman ones. I know for the main gods, it's easy to remember. Zeus versus Jupiter? Okay, get him. These guys are tanky. Okay, I think the whip is done for her now. I think I'll probably do a melee weapon. Doom Trap, am I dead? This one's gonna kill me. No, 0. We're doing great. Alright, first, heal him. The rascal. Okay, whip does not pass 6, right? Pass 5? So her. Bust the axe out for a while. Secondary melee weapon. Hi, kitty. It's actually probably better to have like sword and axe on the hero who's already quite strong, and then something longer range like the spear on her. Get him. Okay, yeah, take his magic all you want. Alright, time to take this guy out. We don't need to keep doing this. That's the right way, right? That's how you do this? Nice. Wait, this is the entry. Ooh. Get this guy. Don't let him steal our magic. It's our most important commodity. Nice. Okay, this is gonna be like Lumina or something. So just to be clear, I do not have Lumina, right? Sheesh. This is 8 mana, right? Whew. It's a fair chunk. It's good, right? I, Luna the Moon Spirit, have awaited you. There's nothing to fight. So sad this place has grown, but enough. Take with you my powers. Go, mana is fading. Wow, they are like turbo running these seeds at this point. That was like a 2-room palace dungeon. Oh, kitty. Too much talking. Receive the seeds power. We're doing great. Get these guys so I at least feel like I didn't completely waste my time. Do not steal my men, you bastard. You absolute bastard. Wait, I have Lunar now. I can steal it back, can't I? Change form. Lunar magic. MP absorb. Oh, how do you like it now, motherfucker? Let me take that 10 back. 1? Oh, alright. This is level 7. It's slightly better than mine. One. Build 1 for 0 trade. Build 0 for 1 trade. Worth. I feel like these guys are relatively high level. Wait. Are we done now? With the bow? No, bow goes to 6. Nice. Marma blue. That's it, right? We're done? Blazing in and out of Luna's palace. Leaving so soon? Again. Okay, so I think that is the trio. I think that is the trio of Sage Jacques quests. I'm gonna fight at least one room of ducks, so I can feel like I haven't completely wasted my time here. I gotta keep ahead of my money, right? It's gonna be hundreds of thousands for the next few. Come on, baby. Hi, baby. Meow. Are you at food, sweetie? Go for a second. Alright, where are we going here? It's here, right? In this massive expanse? Yet another way they like pad the length is make it so you can't go directly there. Okay, so we got 3 Mana Seeds there, like really quickly. If I look at my status menu, which I never do in this game, 1, 2, 3, we're at 7. What's the last one? Dryad, right? What seed do they call that? So you do the 8 seeds. Maybe that's actually in the cave. That's crazy. They have you at 4 out of 8 for the Sage Jacques thing. And then he just runs a train on you. Yeah, I think the Dryad's Palace is behind him. Unless it's somewhere else I don't recall. Because I know after this, right? Don't they jack you for all your seeds? This game I've beaten countless times, but Secret of Mana 2, I've actually only played all the way through once, as I recall correctly. I've given it a number of goes over the years when it had like a worse translation. And then I had one playthrough where I was really excited about it once I got like I finally got to like the first couple evolutions, and then I was kind of underwhelmed by how little it changed the character, because I thought I was playing like, you know, like a $100 million modern game. And then I think a third time about 4 years ago, I gave it a good run. Ego's gone. Forgot about you, sorry. Good example of my attention span there. Don't turn me to stone, please. Okay, we're doing great. Is it open now? Don't do it. Go away, the sage is out. What luck. Sage Jacques has left for Taznica, the republic to the west of here. Jesus, there's a 4th one? Jesus. You said west, right? Remember this place? There's like a boss battle. There's like a mini boss battle with ninjas, right? This is the castle of Taznica. Hey, buddy. Tommy, I hardly recognize you. What's up? There's an Imperial spy in the castle. He's after the king, but where? Is it you? Are you the Imperial spy? Where's the spy? They're all gonna say that, aren't they? Where's the spy? Yeah. Okay, so classic navigation of take the side routes first. Where's the spy? Hold on, I remember this. There's like, I think over here is like a secret merchant, like one of the last ones. Isn't there? Isn't there where Nico is or something? There's no one over here. Is it another, like, secret passageway that leads to nothing? Okay, duly noted. That's double doors. Obviously, you always want to avoid double doors. Simple game logic. I really feel like there's something over there. Like, I remember that. Maybe it's afterwards. Maybe it's afterwards. It populates the village more. It populates the castle more. I think that might be like one of the last like shopping spots. It's over there somewhere. You may be able to see him from once you hit this angle. That's what I'm going to choose to say. Who are you? You must be spies. Wait a minute. Silent spy, take him away. Gemma's like, alright, simmer down everybody. Wait, he's not the king? Ah, using the king, I could have ruined this realm, but I failed. Take this. What have you done? They're probably at the castle entrance. I think I'll have you destroy the king. Think again. King's unconscious. Is one of these guys? Ooh, give him the old toss-up. Hold on, I should be using the bow here. Hold on. Hold on, I should be using the bow. Wow, this guy does a ton of damage. I think she's dead. I gotta use a candy here. I think he's dead. Well, that was a little crazy. Is there two? Sir, snap out of it. That guy's really high damage. Ooh, where am I? What happened? I think they become a normal enemy near the end of the game. Gemma was the commander of the king's troop. His best friend was the hero Saren. When Saren fell in battle, Gemma stepped down and never fought again. No more Imperial spies will get in here. We used to have a strong navy, but now only Sandship is in service. I mean, Miria is really making a name for himself. Gemma, well done. Your Highness, the Minor Knight has beaten the spy. I can't believe such a thing could happen. I was worried when I heard some kid had the sword, but now I'm not. Allow me to give you this. Got Thorthorb. Thanks, pal. The Republic and Pandora are allies. Something evil about that Dark Stalker. Yeah, no shit. I can't believe such a thing could happen. I was worried when I heard some kid had this, so now I'm not. Is that it? Gemma, you got anything else? There we go. You have learned much, but you can't rest yet. You still have to learn where true courage is. If the Empire is being this aggressive, it means they almost have the fortress. I'm off to fight the Empire wherever I can. You must now find the Sage Jacques. From him, you'll learn true courage. What do you want from me? How many times do I have to find Sage Jacques? Okay, so... we're on the brink of war. Is this guy gonna say the same thing? The Emperor's after our king. Right? So now there's actually people to talk to. Anyone here? King's bedroom? Question mark? I don't have the money for another like re-up. The Empire will never take this castle. The Empire will never take this castle. You're in the heart of the castle. Oh, look at him. Clever girl. What'll it be? 66,000? I cannot do that. Azuri ring. These are the ones I have already, right? Battlesuit. That's a huge relief that it's the same stuff. Oh my god. Life is so good. If I had to upgrade again, I would have cried. There's not a royal jelly, but you don't really need it. Like, how many times are you actually using items? And 250 is still pretty good. Alright. I'm so glad that guy's no new stuff. You're in the heart of the castle. You're in the heart of Thexel. What's that kid really got to say that's any good? Come on. We'll smash the Empire. This place? You guys don't have the chops. You guys are the place that gets destroyed and everyone says it's a tragedy. A tiny little sprite. You're the tiny one. Sarah and our hero taught us to live in the castle. We all moved in 15 years ago. You taught us to live in the castle? A sunken continent rests under the coral. The Empire's trying to raise it. Only the world's mana seeds which seal the continent stand in their way. This castle's like a big town. Mana's power is waning. Hey, mama. Hey, big boy. Heard you saved the king. Ah! What are we doing here? This is the castle of Taznika. Done? Back to the Sage. Directly east. It's interesting that there's no way directly to Sage Jacques. I guess it'd be a little too easy. Kind of a little bit obsessed with that right now. I'll take the high ground. Oh. What is this rascal doing? We're getting a little strong for this, aren't we? It's been like at least 10 levels since we started Sage Jacques, I think. I think that was early 30s. He's out cold. Come on, big guy. Buck up. Ooh, hit him with the spin move. Let's see what the level 5 whip is. I'm gonna use it on the Egatrice. Actually, maybe using this flower. Oh, the 360, and he missed? Oh my god, this game's so stupid. And I got sleeped. This guy just ended my life. Alright, come on, pick it up. Maybe we should have saved a Nico. She'll be fine. It's been a while since we got wrecked by a boss. Hey, get out of here. Not in again? His sageness will see you. Before you sit his reverence, Jock. I'm his disciple, Jack. Zindra Q. Master speaks in the old tongue. Allow me. You must undergo a test. Conquer the ones within and you'll find courage. Will you try? Yes. Right, good luck. Thanks, pal. It's so fun to be always learning a weapon in this game. Always making progress. Like, you constantly get the, like, your gates get removed for, like, weapon skill. Do I have any chance to hit this thing? Looks like a green tomato. You have to crit it? I think crits are the only thing that can hurt it. Okay, so let's do a look at our spells. Which of these... I want to take a look at these things. Weapons gain the power to petrify. Speed up speeds attack. Weapons gain the power of water. Recovers status. Cures HP. Weapons gain the power of wind. Lowers wisdom. Confuses enemy. Detects traps. Enemy's weak point. Detects traps. You can use it on chests. Weapons gain the power of fire. Scalds enemy. Lowers battle power. A wall of fire engulfs enemies. Luna. Weapons gain the power to take HP. Raises battle power. Raises critical hit percentage. So Luna's insane. And then Lumina. Weapons gain the power of light. Evil foe hit with pure light. Protection from weapon attacks. Okay. What about you? Transfers enemy to weaker level. Takes enemy's MP. Makes enemy you do curious things. At least these things are here alone. Oh. We got a feller. That's such a sick attack. The backflip, double spin. Okay, you too, pal. What kind of war footage did you watch? Which war? Modern or historic? Oh, okay. Is it like GoPros or is it like news coverage? Oh, I got him with that one. Yeah. That's the real shit. That's the serious one right there. Are like prisoners of war exploding people? Is that happening in Russia and Ukraine right now, really? Wow, this place is crazy. Wait a minute. This is like the first place I've been like too low level for. This is really strong. This guy's gonna kill me, maybe. It looks like charge attacks are so useful. Okay, that's a chocolate for him. Like they're like landing on your shores? Like they're firing them at you? Is that what you mean? Yeah. Apparently, like, the common thing people talk about now is how, like, the corruption is legendary. With where the money's going. That guy just... This guy is one-shotting me. You killed both my guys. Alright, I'm getting out of here. I'm gonna give this one a retry. Yeah. That's no fun. It's true. It's not something I think about. That's like on your border, and that's like the thing that like everyone is talking about right now. Well, everyone's more so talking about Israel, it seems like now. But I didn't really think. I don't really consider the fact that like that's like literally on your border. It's happening. Pretty crazy. Yeah, religion or racial, one of the two. It's like one of those issues I like hear about all the time, but like never really feel like I want to have like a strong opinion on. Oh yeah. Israel's one of like the best economies in the world, I think. Like a very resilient, very strong economy. It's actually one of the reasons that like the Abraham Accords and all these things were working out, is that a lot of Middle Eastern countries do want to like do business with Israel because they're so strong, like in terms of military intelligence and technology. Yeah, that's like the big question. Like, how did the attacks on Israel slip through? That's what everyone's wondering. Were they like obsessed with stuff? Were they obsessed with like their internal elections and let things slide? Did they like think something kind of bad would happen and were fine with it, but then something really bad happened? Yeah, that's true. Shadow Zero? Okay, that was weird. It's the first time this happened in this game. That's a lot. Do gloves max out at 5? No, got one more to go. There's been actually so much progress lately with all these little short dungeons that I'm like way behind on all my weapon levels. Okay. Just screaming through these levels. Your main option is to like join your own military forces, right? There's not like any sort of like special private groups or anything you might do? Is that even in the cards? I mean, like, so is your only option, basically? Is your only option just to join the Polish military? Or some branch of it? Okay. Wagner Group. Wagner. They had like the little time in the sun, didn't they? Where does it like rank in Europe? Be honest. Yeah. Or just like overall military there. Nice. I wonder why. Like, I wonder how much of those things are like national. I wonder how much of those things are like national culture versus like money put in, or like traditions. I guess is part of it. Hey, why is this place so hard? Go. Like this second group of enemies was like enough to make me like, okay, maybe I should quit this. Before that Pebbler came in here, which is for sure from the Pure Lands. That slime just spawned a wolf. This is the big hit. How much is that gonna do? 145. That's actually a lot. If this guy drops a Tomato Man and a Pebbler, we're in big trouble. Nice. Okay, good. Mini guy can. This guy's actually really scary. Who knows what this guy's gonna spawn up next? Okay, good. One of these guys again. Okay, what does this go to? 6? Okay, we're good. They're still salty about it to this day? Nice. Watch and learn. Watch and learn, rookies. Get this guy. Only crits and big charge when we've seen to work on these guys. Oh. I think this way's a dead end, right? Yeah. It's good to have a dream for sure. If that guy gets hit again, he's dead. So I should use a... But he's the only person getting hit. I mean, like, what are your options? Getting booty blasted here. Oh, I think they're like the other guys, and they use burst to sacrifice themselves. No wonder it does so much. Yeah, I think facing your fears is for sure the most growth. And if it has such a great reputation, then it's a 2-for-1. How legendary is it to join the one that is also the source of your greatest fear? It can turn into a really good thing. Yeah. There's so many eras where like being on a boat is like one of the most dangerous things you could be on. Like I'm reading a Civil War history book, so it's like the 1860s, 1870s, and that is like you need like fire brigades on your ship in case there's like fire, because you have guns on it, and it's mostly your ship's mostly made of wood. Like steam escapes, powder explodes, all these things can happen. The enemy is like sailing like rafts full of like flammable materials toward you downriver to like try to light your rigging on fire. It's like so crazy. This dude is getting absolutely blasted. How are you going to get into it without officer training? You better find a mentor to talk to you who like has part of it. I know you have one already, but like someone who like knows the process of getting in. You will, yeah. Then it's good then. Using the gloves in this game is like using melee weapons in Left 4 Dead. It's like cool, but like you take so much more damage than normal. Yeah. Do you know how to get into officer training? He's hauling ass with this axe in this one. These big spin moves are so effective. I don't think the Blue Jays are down for the birdseed right now. I have to clear it out and start over. Yeah. Do you have to do basic training first? Before you get accepted for officer training? Yeah. Yeah, if you don't learn swimming when you're a little kid, it's way harder. This guy's spawning level 1 enemies. He can spawn anything from like basically any point in the game. So he spawned something really, the first time he spawned something really, really high level and it destroyed us. That's crazy. What a gamble. Yeah. I mean, at least you knew it at one point. Should be easy to get back. Fucking kamikaze pumpkin. Even the ducks are using explosive powers on me? Yeah, that's really small. It's funny that you knew how to swim really well as a 2-year-old. Like a dolphin. How many 2-year-olds can swim really well? Uh-oh. These ones are hard. Is this the one that drops the pebblers? If so, I gotta get out of here. Oh. Okay, we got him. We're out. Why is this duck so tanky? Okay, that should be good XP. Because of really high defense. Yeah, I'm not surprised by that. Right. I just don't think there's that many countries that have like done the manufacturing, because scaling up manufacturing from nothing takes forever. So what's the point if someone else already has something, you know what I mean? It'll take you like literally decades to make something as good as something that's been made for decades already. Like look at Tesla. Tesla right now is like one of the biggest companies in the world, but it was like 15 years to like even start making any money. It's been around for like 20 years. Like it takes forever to like get things going. Like how many models you have to do. Yeah. But like, are those even good? Like that's like a super fucking old school gun, isn't it? Aren't like M16s and like M-class rifles like the most reliable things ever? They're just more expensive than like Russian issue is. Alright, time to hit some charge moves in this dude. I'm gonna start using the big boy for these ones. Just this is going pretty slowly. I mean, they're not the worst shit ever. You know that's not true. Everyone knows, like, I think the general perspective is that the AK, etc., is like a reliably mass-produced rifle. I'm sure Germany and Switzerland have really good rifles, but do they make them on the same scale? Isn't that like a big part of it? Oh, that was a sick move. And Switzerland, I know, already has like a pretty vibrant gun culture. Boom. Damn, we fucked those boys up. Should probably go the other way first. It begins. Win and you pass the test. Oh shit, I remember this. Alright. Look at the slowdown. Because there's so many characters. I feel like they do no damage. Oh my god. Who is blasting these dudes? Yeah, exactly. Man, these guys are really weak. Those are the things that are, like, I think really good about the AK, right? The AK is a very simple machine. Right. It's a really easy fight. This guy's getting blasted. Alright, that was weirdly easy. N94? What is that? I've never heard of it. We won, huh? Where's Jock? Well done. When you put your hearts together, nothing can stop you. You will master the sword by joining courage, knowledge, and love. I am Jock. The old man was an illusion. Why didn't you help us sooner? You weren't ready yet. Your ears could hear, but not your heart. I waited for you to find your inner strength. Go now. The Empire seeks to raise our sunken land. Atop the coral, you'll find the tree palace. Below lies the mana fortress. Something evil seeks our seals. Hurry. Is it called AN94? Or just N94? Right. It's funny, there's a lot of ways that like your worldview in terms of your frame of reference is like so different than someone who's in North America. You know what I mean? In terms of like proximity to countries that for a lot of people here seem like pretty far away. Okay, so I'm pretty stacked up now. You're not gonna leave just because of that. Eventually you can have like your own option, right? If you're more independent. Can you sleep somewhere? I don't know if Tasnika had an inn. That's right, that makes sense, yeah. Whatever happened to, like, you know... Whatever happened to, like, you know, comic book heroes where everyone has, like, a custom rifle that only they have? Or, like, a handgun that they got from, like, their grandfather. Just the movies, I guess. Mercenary for hire. With a custom sniper rifle made by Revolver Ocelot. That's the dream. What about Revolver Ocelot? No one's gonna make him turn. No one's gonna make him put away his 6-shooter. What if someone wants to use a Walter PPK? What if James Bond is their idol? The problem with military is how to get a family and money. Well, if you go by the American mean, you just marry the first person who you've dated for up to 3 months. Everyone knows that. Okay, where's the tree palace? Yeah. Well, you just marry rich. Or a person desperate for health and healthcare. That works too, yeah. Okay, so if I recall correctly, you can't get over to the secret kitty cat shop until after this is all done. I'm gonna go over there now just to make sure. And also to know, to figure out how much money I need to make. Okay, the kitty cat's not here yet. Got it. You gotta, yeah, if you're American, you find someone who's like into the whole culture, you know what I mean? All right, here we go. So glad to see you. You're going to like this. The ancient continent will surface once I've broken all the palace seals. Once I break this last seal, the Mana Fortress will rise. Too bad you won't be around. Who wants the job? I owe them one since the Republic. Leave it to me. Sheiks. Who is this guy? You're the Dark Stalker? Behold, have a taste of my true power. The Underworld gives us strength. I'll squash you. The contract we signed with the Underworld gives us control of this world. To keep humans under my control, we're reviving the Mana Fortress. Now your time is over. Alright, so I'm using a whip, which is not the weapon I want to be using right now. Okay, it's time for him to keep using the gloves. We're gonna fist this dude. Alright, so let's get some Sylphid going on here, see what this guy's weak to. Well, I guess it's one of those things where like happens when it happens, you know what I mean, right? It's gotta be open to meeting people. Maybe you'll meet a, you know, maybe you'll meet someone in a war zone. Did you know that love can bloom in the battlefield? Wait, what did Sylphid say? Am I being eaten? What happened here? Oh shit, what the fuck? Did you know that, did you believe that love could bloom in the battlefield? I know what you mean. But like, being too intentional where it's like a grind sucks too. This guy's biting me. Repelled the magic? He repelled my analyze? This guy's gonna kill me. Oh my god. What the fuck is this? This guy's a monster. What are you saying? What are you saying? You mean like a full sack full? Like, you mean like abstaining for like a month? Is that what you mean? This guy is absolutely destroying me. This guy is, hold on. Hold on. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, what do I have that increase? Hold on. Can I cast spells on this guy, or is he gonna block it? Repel the magic? Yeah, he's gonna kill myself here. Okay, hold on. What do I have that increases defense? It's defend up, right? Defender. Okay, I gotta put in the little guy. He's getting smashed. Yeah, camp followers. I've read my fair share of fantasy. What's wrong, baby? Come on, baby. Yeah. They just want security, you know? I just messed up my fucking attack again. Oh my god, this is horrible. I did hit him there, nice, okay. Okay, she's unconscious. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Everybody. This is a pretty AIDS battle. Second, baby, I have to fight Agrophilion. Kitty, hold on. This guy, like, purposely lands right on you. Jesus. Aggressive boss. Yeah, that's bad. She dead? Oh, 325 is so much. Holy shit, man. Okay, so I should use a chocolate here. This guy is hitting so hard. It's unbelievable. Okay, let's get some more buffs going on here because this is clearly a purely physical fight. So I'm going to use Defender again on the little guy, on little Tyke. And then I'm going to use Speed Up on him. Kitty, hold on. Wow, that really does speed up your charge time. That's so cool. Hit him. Oh my god, yes. I love it. It is a huge jawbreaker. Okay, I gotta figure out this cat once. What's wrong, baby? What do you need? You have spook shield there for a second? What's wrong, baby? You need food? Stage just above us. Let's go. High damage jawbreaker. I could be, you know, I could run that kitchen. Are you kidding me? I'm also in pretty good shape. So are they tricking me into opening the sea? The seal's melting. We're not going to make it. I could for sure do basic training. No good. It's too late. I'm like easily... Conservatively, I'm in like 70 to 75th percentile of fitness. Dryad, the ultimate one. I'm Dryad, the tree spirit. The seals on the world's seeds have been broken. The continent that sleeps beneath this palace will soon rise. Leave now. What about you? I wasn't able to save this palace. I'll go down with it. Idiot, what will that serve? Come, help us save mana. Thanatos sealed my mana magic. I won't be of much help. Don't worry, let's go. You're still cool. Hurry, well, okay, I'll do what I can. Not really. It doesn't sound like something I'd like to be. That's like being like the bung boy on in a barrel on a ship in a long voyage. The worst life for many males. I saw some YouTube short the other day about a bunch of dudes talking about different militaries they're in, and like different guys got like straps, got like bands on their arms for whether they got half or double portions if they were too fat or too skinny. So funny. Okay, should I go heal somewhere? No, they want me to go here. Listen to this music. This is classic. It's a great part of this game. Things are getting heavy. We're like last quarter now. It's so cool. Gemma? Tommy, the sunken continent is surfaced. The fortress is there. I've brought troops here to keep the Empire from taking the Mana Fortress. There's an ancient city under this grand palace. We must get into it. Emperor Vandol is working for the underworld. This place is full of monsters. Though your sword isn't fully powered, you need to stop the Emperor. We'll fight off the Imperial troops here. You catch up with those soldiers. Okay. Okay, so I gotta get out of here and heal up. I would try to make food from every culture. Where is this? Where is this? This is Pandora? Yeah, this is Pandora. I would try to make food from every culture. I would make Korean army stew. I'd make like fucking Russian cabbage rolls. That'd be so good. I'd make cabbage rolls and make kimchi army stew. I don't even know what like the typical American food would be. What do I regret in life the most? What do I regret in life the most? What do I regret in life the most? The difficulty with that is, do you wish some of the things that were like the worst things that happened had gone differently? Or do you think about the things that were actual decisions you made that you changed? That's really hard. I need a couple wishes and a chocolate. I don't know, I guess I probably most regret, like, not having more like serious adult priorities right out of high school, and not like really carefully thinking about what to do right out of high school. I kind of just like went with the flow and did like what my friends were doing, went to college and all these things that didn't really interest me that much. I think that's mostly it. Like not realizing, like instead of going with the flow of like what you felt like the normal natural thing to do was, I think to like really take time after high school when you're like finally on your own for the first time, and to like really like matter of fact and logically break down what you want as opposed to like what you're expected to do. Did you know? You didn't know, did you? We're about to get a paragraph of explanation here, I know it. That's not a fair regret, because like you didn't know. So unless you're saying that you had like a feeling and didn't follow up on it, but like if that's your only regret in life, then you're doing pretty well, you know what I mean? Yeah, but for me it's not like really breaking down what you could, the world of things you could do once you're living on your own and you're like free at 18, and like really taking that more seriously. I think that's probably my biggest regret. Because most of like university and like the years afterwards, it was like, I don't feel like I was like fully grasping everything I could have done. Life could have been more fun. Also married as well. the twofer. That's something I've realized over the time, is just how many like women I know have at one point or another had affair with have been with married men. Essentially just out of like, I'm not saying this is in your circumstance, but like I know like a number of girls who I've been friends with or whatever, who like they kind of like blame their own self-esteem for the reason why they like had relations with someone who wasn't available. I didn't tell you that? Well, I don't have to tell you that. I'm not obligated to tell you anything about what I'm registered for. I don't owe you anything. Yeah. See, there we go. These are all relationship related. Can you tell she cares more about people and I more care about myself? But yeah, that makes sense. Reptile, do you have ones already? I think as long as you're still in your parents' house, like, the question doesn't apply to the same degree. Everyone regrets stuff, obviously, but you are still a fledgling. There's only so many decisions you can make when you live at home. Yeah. That's actually one of the first things I thought about too. Is like really that's actually one of the first things I thought about when you asked that. Is like I regret not like really trying to maximize my like physical health earlier. I was kind of coasted because I had like a pretty good physique. But like you can, that just means that if you really worked at it, you could be a monster. Keep going, we'll secure this place. Like I was actually like in extremely good shape at like 18. Like 80% of the way to underwear model. Need more leg mass. Yeah. The grandparent stuff, I really understand that. I know what you're saying, man. I only ever had one grandparent. And she was really great. Some of the things with like the last 6 months where she was alive, I kind of wish I'd done a little better. Like I wish I'd come home for Easter. Like that last time that she was like obviously not well. Yeah, that was a rough one. I think it's like that was my like last chance to see her. I was just in a really bad, I was in like a pretty bad place mentally. But I regret that a lot, yeah. But I saw her a lot at Christmas and it could have been worse. But yeah, that one last chance I wish I'd taken. You had a Chad grandpa? That's awesome. Fun fact, actually a very unfun fact, but my mom is the youngest of 3, and when her mom was pregnant with her husband like died in like a big machine accident. So she had like a 4-year-old, a 2-year-old, and she's pregnant with my mom when her husband like randomly died on like during like a horrible blizzard. She's like, I'm glad that I was pregnant with your mom when it happened, because it like made me eat even when I was like heartsick. It's so crazy. And then her husband's father, who was like a retired farmer, moved in with them to like take care of the farm. So suddenly she gets like a grumpy man in her 60s instead of her, in like his 50s or 60s or whatever, instead of her husband. So crazy. My grandma was a beast. Yeah. It's a crazy thing about grandparents. Like my dad is like the youngest of like 6 or something. So like his parents were already old like when my dad was born. So like I'm not even close. Like my dad's oldest brother was like already like way beyond middle-aged by the time like I was a kid. He visited when I was like really young. The guy was like in his 50s already. He's my dad's brother. My parents had me when they were like 25. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Go on. Yeah, that sounds really hard. My mom remarried, and so her husband's sister right now is like starting to show signs of Alzheimer's. So it's kind of like not sure how many more times they'll still see her. And that's like the underrated thing about like elder care, from what I understand, from like people working in hospitals and like senior citizens homes and just generally older people, is like, hold on, I'm getting fucking wrecked here, is like, as their mind goes and as they're worse and worse places, they can be like really hard to be around. Like people, what people say is like the second childhood, you know what I mean? So it's like not exactly just like, it's not always like the sweet old granny, you know what I mean? Yeah, I've been using this weapon too long. These guys are wrecking me. Yeah, I mean, what you're saying is, the axe doesn't work for this? What you're saying is like actually in many ways like a pretty normal attitude for people to get like at some point in life, you know what I mean? Is to be like, you have to differentiate like loyalty at some point because you can't save the world. So a lot of people are like family over country. That's like probably like a more classic, sort of conservative but classic approach. I understand what you're saying for sure. And like, I'm saying that's like a pretty healthy attitude in some ways. Like not to be like, I don't know, whatever you want to be is fine. But like people have to draw a line somewhere in terms of who you can help and who you prioritize. Like some people think everything you do, once you have like a kid or something like that, like everything you do in your entire life is like to work towards your family's security, right? You can't just like chill to the same degree. I gotta change weapons here. I had to use a fun one for a while. Wait, what do you have the axe at? It takes a big person to be able to like handle the last 4 months or 6 months or several years of like their parents' life when things have like lost a lot of dignity to like still be a really, really kind and like generous person during that time. My mom's like a real saint about that. Like in terms of how things went with her mom. Like, she really beasted it. She's like the younger sister too. Like her older sister could have maybe done it, but her older sister, my aunt, is like got a less inviting home than my family does. Is this guy gonna die or not? He's taking no damage. Alright. Hit this guy with an air blast. Yeah. It is hard. The longer your parents' decline is, though, sometimes it can be easier because you can see it coming more. Like, you can be like, okay, like, how realistically, how long will this person live? That can sometimes almost be easier. Knowing that, like, okay, like, I know the way my father treats himself. Like, I can't really expect him to live to a ripe old age. It's just, like, statistically impossible. And Reptile, I think, like, the way the world... It depends, it's different things for different people, but, like, as a man, you have, like, a lot more leeway to get, like, into a relationship and marry later in life, you know what I mean? There's a lot of people who get married like in their early 20s, something like that, who wish they had got married much later. Because like then you get to kind of get it out of your system in terms of living alone and traveling and all those things. And like a guy often men take longer to mature. And like, you could be like in your mid-30s before you meet someone and it's like not like that big a difference. Yeah, everyone wants to be able to, like, you know, run around and play ball with their kids or something like that, but you'll be fine either way. As long as you're in good shape. Yeah. I mean, like... Not everyone has a good relationship with their folks. It's pretty lucky when someone does and, like, looks up to and admires the parents. This guy just lay an egg. He did lay an egg. That's good. That's really good. Blood's casting Gem Missile on himself? Why? Who's poisoning him? Is the Boomerang? Boomerang's at 5. What's his max level? Is the Boomerang at 6 yet? Yeah, okay. What's going on here? God damn it, what just happened? This is the one on the right? Fuck. I can do this again? Alright, hopefully there's not too many respawns. Oh, I can just go from here, nice. I am, yeah. I have to slow down. Also, I think it shows up in my chat. I think it shows up in my chat box before it shows up on screen sometimes. I think. It's hard to tell. For some people, it's different. It kind of like varies day to day. I'm not sure why. I read a lot. All right, what do you guys got? You guys have new spells. Work on burst. Do 1 damage, perfect. Tommy's poisoned, everyone's in good health. Okay, what's next? Let's try some shade. Okay, 1 arm gone. This guy's weak. .581. That's easily my all-time record. Yeah, you always wonder with stuff like that. It's like such like political, like trading and like kind of corruption. How like so many arms sales go. So many arms deals are like, you do this for me and I'll do this for you, and you do this for me and I'll do this for you. It's all this bullshit. Pretty sick attack. Alright, so that's everything. So we'll do another rotation. And shield, try to use some buff spells. I have a Flame Saber. Actually, no, not Flame Saber. Don't I have a Strength one? Moon Saber? Moon Energy? Lunar Boost? One of these gives crit, one of these gives attack speed. One of them gives attack damage. I think she forgot to use that on me. Are we all engulfed here? We need to heal. All 3 people are engulfed? This guy's a monster. Okay, we're good. Get up, lady. You. Dark Force again. Where's your fucking heal? Okay, there we go. A lot going on here. There are so many ways boss fights could have been in this game that would have been better than this. Lumina, Lucent Beam, Lightsaber. Dryad is what? Revivify? Oh, we finally have Revivify. Nice. And then Wall. Let's give him Moon Energy. Apaches are good helicopters, aren't they? I swear to God, that spell was faded before it even, before I even got it. Alright. That was actually like a reasonable boss fight. Did some good damage. Had a pretty big health pool. What kind of terrain does Poland have? Is it like mostly lowlands? Is that why you guys got invaded early, like Belgium? Are you guys kind of like swampy or lowlands or something? Is it soft? Got Whip's Orb. Look who's here. Prepare to... Enough, fan, huh? We've had no time for these children. Think what the Mana Fortress will do to them. Let's go. That's no good. That healed up. We get mana back? Oh. Yeah, one of our countries will have like big arms manufacturing in the future. Korea is like a beastly country. Like in terms of like their technological process and innovation. Okay, I'm sick of these stupid owls, so I'm gonna air blast them again. Kimono Wizard, that's a good name. That's what I like my name to be. Maybe that's what I'll change my Twitch handle to. Kimono Wizard. Kimonos are like the best. Kimonos are like the best piece of clothing on the planet. Literally useful on all occasions. Oh, I smashed that dude. Yeah. Oh my god, like, so many people in so many countries, like, such a huge percentage of their country's tax dollars go to, like, arms stuff. What a brutal reality. It's like, it's hard to tell, right? Like, the world is fairly peaceful at the moment, but is it fairly peaceful because of those things, or do all those expenditures just, like, are all those expenditures a product of, like, an antiquated system? Like, when we did have, like, continental wars. Hard to say. This is a cool part of the game. You're like going into like underground, like ancient eras. This is another classic Squaresoft moment. The underground that like is the most analogous to modern Earth. It's like the deep past before the apocalypse. One movie I always meant to see but never have is Mel Gibson's Apocalypto. I heard it's pretty good. Yeah, those cuff pants are like all I want to wear. I've got an old pair of like soft Lululemons that I wear that aren't cuffed, and I don't even want to wear them. They're also getting kind of tight with my new girth. Yeah, it's not peaceful for you. Ukraine's right there. But generally speaking, like, you know, the world generally has less conflict in it, especially of a larger scale. We're in a weird period right now, though, for sure. I think those are like literally the things that are gonna like make Biden lose the election. Not to bring it back to America constantly, but I think the fact that like he's so old school, and like there's two different conflicts going on under his watch. Even with the economy improving, I think those are things that are like probably gonna get Trump reelected, honestly. Unless Trump's in jail, then I don't know. Who knows what can happen? This is the guy who the shapeshifter got. Two of these dudes? The Mad Mallards, my favorite character? The girth of my, like, belly and, like, legs, generally speaking. Like, I used to be, like, 30 waist, 32 length. And now I'm closer to, like, a 33. I've gained, like 35 pounds in 2 years. So, like, I was already kind of, like, I was, like, skinny fat before, and I still have that same percentage of, I still have that same volume of fat, but now like, a lot more muscle. So, like, it's different. Like, those pants, like, leaving, if I wear those, my old Lululemons with, like, you know, obviously with underwear on, it's like there's, like, an imprint on my, like, lower abs and, like, around my waist. It's just not comfortable. We're not talking kielbasa here. I got that removed. I actually got a penis reduction. It's too uncomfortable. Now I just have like a little slot. That's good enough for me. Wait, what's going on here? Okay. What did that do? Oh, hey, Billis. How you guys doing? Another very satisfying death. Real men get penis reductions. That takes real security. Sell it to less fortunate countries. $100,000 an inch. It's a sound financial investment. I just kind of have like what they call a urinary aperture. It's kind of like a little peek hole. That's all that's left. No, real men laugh at small hot dog jokes. You must be mistaken. Real men are 80% balls, 20% dick. The important part. Testosterone is not stored in the pee-pee shaft. What's the point of having all that? Get a reduction, and then get testicular augmentation. Trade someone. I'll trade you 70% of your testicles for 70% of my penis. And then you find the idiot who will take that trade and then profit. And then since you have like basically a non-functioning penis, it's way easier to practice semen retention, and then your testosterone skyrockets even more. It's like a positive chain reaction. You can't lose. Yeah, I got it. I got a pair of Palmettos in my gym shorts, man. Held together by a toothpick. I'm living the dream. A couple grapefruits. A couple of mature grapefruits, ruby red. Oh, really? Yeah, I should check that out. God, you take the fun out of everything. It's probably cancer. Sick of you people. It's not cancer, it's just a big third ball, alright? I got it surgically added. My nickname in the ER ward is Operational Hazard. Sir, I think that's cancer. You're just a hater. You're jealous of my big third ball. Sir, I'm a doctor. Really would behoove you to listen to my advice in this matter. Yeah. 50% more ball? Cancer's a myth. I fast. I'm milk dieting, I'm water fasting, I'm getting sunlight. It's just a third ball. Everything's fine. Sometimes I carry it in a little holster. Just to keep it nearby. Where am I going? Why is there two different viable routes here? What the fuck? Come on, fellas, let's go. Yeah, the ball's eating all the testosterone. It's storing it up for later. Oh, hey, buddy. This guy. Oh my god, I actually have a good bankroll again. For a second, I thought I was playing Suikoden, where you spend all your money on weapon upgrades, but this is actually not that bad. Endgame is going to be like 13,000 per. Not terrible. Getting kind of dark in here. When was my last time I jerked off? Like reasonably recently. probably have intercourse like about once or twice every 2 weeks, and then ideally speaking, like no times red, blue, yellow, green. I average like once every 2 weeks probably. Usually it's because I'm bored and or my stomach feels weird and like I'm like more susceptible to the temptation. But like definitely on the realm of like dude, less often is makes life better. So what they said was red, blue, yellow, green. Red, blue, yellow, green. Got it. I'm like a I don't know, it's hard to explain. Like if my diet's kind of messed up, my stomach feels weird, I'm like I have worse impulse control in terms of like eating and things like that. It's kind of hard to explain. Or if I'm like really, really exhausted, my impulse control is worse. Or if I'm really bored, that's more likely to happen. But I'm like a 2 to 3 times a month person. Max. I was like living for a period I was living like in a cabin in the woods with no internet. So it'd be like once every like month or two. And that's like, honestly, like too little. Like, it's like fucking intrusive thoughts. Like your sleep is like ruined. And like the amount of times where you'll like go off script and you're like, I can't even think. That is a little crazy. I know some people who are like every 3 days, gotta keep it clear, gotta keep the pipes healthy. But no, I think that's too often. Ideally speaking, never, obviously. Just mostly for like healthy like mind patterns around it, ideally never. But some people have more success in that than others. I'm like more successful than most, I think, but less successful than others. Look at this guy. He just like detonated like a blasting charge. That was like a TNT animation. That was sick. Yeah, I got the. Someone put frog DNA in my raptor cells. TFW. What they say? Red, blue, yellow, green. Oh. People cast so many more spells at this point in the game. Okay, this is like a binding path I can't come back from, so I can't do this in now. Did you ever hear that thing, like the story people told about how like primates will like never masturbate in the wild, but start to when they're imprisoned? I think about that a lot. To get back on that distasteful topic. I think about that a lot. And I think about how like, I swear to God, mostly it's out of like boredom. More than it is about like actual like horniness. And like the busier you are, the less you think about it. Okay, so that's the way to go. Got it. For sure. I think that totally is it. Like the more idle you are, the more like your mind goes to those things when they don't need to. Yeah, that chimpanzee thing I think about a lot. I think it's so crazy. Get this guy. Do I have level 5 in this axe yet? Yeah, we do. Okay, nice. Oh, how you like that, motherfucker? Yeah. You'll never look at me the same now that you know that I have 60-pound balls. And it's a burden I have to bear. Well, it's one of the burdens I have to bear. The other one is the big balls. Look at this guy. Get over there. You're the weakest member. I swear normal attacks are like barely working anymore. Okay, once this battle's over, I need to do like a weapon level check. It's taking forever. Can't type, lungs dying, Kappa. Alright. We're doing great. I feel like I watch less streams than I used to. So like you can kind of think about like what are like the in-trend emotes of like different eras, like the Kappa and like the PogChamp era. But I kind of wonder like what it is now. Is it just like all Pepes all the time? Is that what happened? Is there like entirely new ones? How are you doing with the sword, lady? It feels like 7TV kind of like made it a lot more, gave it a lot more variety than it used to be. That app is like a constant, 7TV extension is like a constant rotating thing of emotes, and it's way more than it used to be, where like people could only like activate 8 in their channel from like Frankerface or something, or better Twitch TV. 7TV like changed the game, I think. Low testosterone? Chafed penis? I don't know. Did I tell you that he got banned for 10 minutes earlier at the end of last stream? Because he was spamming Resident Sleeper too hard when I was talking about old school rap? Did I mention that? I don't think I did. One of the highlights of my day. No, I would say definitely not. There's a lot of ways that like you're losing a lot of virility and life force by like ever doing it ever. You know what I mean? You want to retain that semen. You want that testosterone peaking to some degree or another. Also, like porn is unhealthy. Sex is a little bit different. Everyone kind of knows when they're like forcing one out versus like it's like a welcome release. Red, green, yellow, blue, is that it? What is this? What is this? What am I supposed to do? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This is bad. Did I miss something? Oh, this is really bad. Am I stuck here? What happened? He had to turn it off to protect himself. Okay, so what is the deal here? What is the deal here? What did I fuck up? There we go. What did I just do? Get him, fellers. It's getting kind of dark in here. Who is giving you death threats? The closest I remember ever getting in terms of death threats in a video game was someone adding me after a Hearthstone match. And being like, what's your address? What's your address? Tell me your address, pussy. I'm coming. Imagine getting them out at Hearthstone. It's pretty funny. Okay, does this go to 7? Yeah, okay. People have like added me on League and said pretty deranged things after games, but never been that. I don't think it's ever been that bad. Yeah. Fair enough. My only unwelcome Twitch messages are like fucking art bots. People being like, hey buddy, I really like your stream, XD. Just fuck off. Every week, actually it's been a while. It used to be like several times per week. What is it again? Red, blue, yellow, green? Get him, fellas, get in there. Yeah. You're banned if you keep spamming Jesse Cox emotes. If you keep doing Jesse Cox emotes, it'll be like Cyberpunk and you'll get your genitals burned off. Oh, stop it. My brain is so little. I don't have enough brain RAM. I can't read alternative color combinations right now. Okay, what's down here? Anything? Where's this going? Okay, this is not right. It's all just so confusing. Okay, forget this guy. No. Yeah, see, you're free. I freed the peons. Oh, shit. Fucking ninja attack. These guys weren't here before. I unleash the spammers. Links. I think even the symbols are fine now. It's all gravy. It's a new era. We're libertarians here. Get him. Oh my god, that guy is so strong. That was like a single sword cut. Okay, don't die. He died. Oh, that was a crazy save. He was at 0 for a second. Okay, we're good. Red, blue, yellow, green, right? Oh my god, he's the memory. He's the memory of a steel. He's the mind like a steel trap. I think boundaries are important. You know, like, creatively, people always do better with, like, restrictions. You know what I mean? If you're working within a system, you're better than if you have, like, just infinite time and infinite money to make, like, say, pictures. The movie industry has proved that a lot. All the worst periods were the periods where, like, people could just, like, oh my god, my artistic freedom, blah, blah, blah. Just make, like, big, pretentious trash that costs, like, too much money. And, like, people don't really vibe with. Where am I going? It's the right way. Yeah, autistic freedom is just as important. You know, get a little weird. Okay, I am so lost. If I go over here, is this anything new? Hit him. Like, there was a movie that came out in the 60s. Okay, so like the 30s and 40s were like all the studio system and everyone had like regular salaries, and like once you were done with one thing, you got put in the next thing. It's like, we need a writer and a director and a producer and blah, blah, blah. And like they're just always churning stuff out, and it was actually really quite good. And then like the courts basically and the government were like, the same people who make the movies are not allowed to also own the rights to exhibition. So now all these movies had to be like, we need huge biblical epics and huge movies to really get people in the theaters, because every movie has to make more money and they all have to be like these big things. And so it was an era that's pretty interesting, but generally speaking, it became a little bit soulless because they were all like what they call tentpole movies. Every movie had to make a ton of money and be like a big budget movie. And then in the 60s, where the fuck am I going? And then in the 60s, a movie came out called Easy Rider. And Easy Rider was kind of like a Paranormal Activity or something. It's a movie that made a ton of money on a very small budget. And whenever movies make a ton of money on a very small budget, it like really influences the industry. And then so from like the mid 60s up until like the late 70s, people started making like a lot more like personal, artistic, independent movies, and movies like really about something, you know what I mean? Like about me and my journey and like all these things. And then with a movie called Heaven's Gate and a number of other movies in the late 70s, it was basically becoming too empty and too expensive for how much people were seeing them. So then the 80s was like, we're making action movies and we're making mainstream type movies that like we have network executives making a lot of these decisions. And then after that, the 90s started to be like the Quentin Tarantino, Paul Thomas Anderson, Kevin Smith type movies. The pendulum is always bouncing back and forth between like independent creative freedom and too much network executive control. And if it gets too far in either direction, it's always bad. Okay, this is where I came from before. Where am I going? I know I gotta make it to this like subway train, but where is it? One of my favorite meals lately is to make like a ham and shrimp jambalaya with like arborio rice and like shallots and red peppers and all these things. My only problem is to make a single portion is kind of a pain. But if I make a double portion, then the second portion sucks because you have to reheat it, and then the rice is all like soft with no like texture left. So it's a lose-lose situation. Wait a minute. I am so lost. I've been to all these places before. This is like from the first third of it. Oh, treasure chest. Getting a little dark in here. Doom trap. All right, what are we doing here? Healing him. Okay, so is this where Chrissy is with Watts? Like, can we get a heal in here? Does that heal your mana? No, just heal your health. Where'd they go? Everyone okay? Take care of yourselves. Here's a little boost. Smile. Okay. So this is all covered. Watts is here. Got it. So now I gotta find the way. There's a bunch of like commitment paths up here. Where like once you go, you can't go back. So it must have been one of those. I'm getting thirsty. So it's not back that way. I can't go this way. There's a commotion. There's a commotion. There's an all caps commotion going on here. Is this the way I didn't go before? I think this is it. Okay, I remember this. Nice. Get that guy. Mad Mallard and Captain Duck. Mad Mallard is a better name. Okay, then this door opened. I remember that. I clicked the button over here, then this door opened. And then now this is open. Okay, I think this is the last way. Okay, later, pal. You're up late, I think. You came here like 90 minutes ago ready to go to sleep, at least. So Miller, have you watched any TFT clips or like highlights or like Mort Dog videos or anything with the new set? I think it's cool that the music changes depending on who you have in your team comp. That's pretty sweet. Good night day chat and fuck you pussy to me. It's hard. Alright, what's next? This is new, I think. Yeah, exactly. Okay, this boomerang is taking forever to level up. It's a long escalator. We're going the right way. Okay, here's the ninjas. Okay, yeah, we're here. We're at the subway station. I know it. The other night I wanted to make a dessert, and I wanted to make sure I got like my supplements in before bed so I'd sleep better, like my magnesium glycinate and like inositol and taurine and glycine and everything. So I made kind of like an impromptu banana ice cream, which is basically just like milk and honey and most of those powders, and I forget what else, and a banana. I think I might, like, it would be kind of cool to have an ice cream maker, but I might also just try the same thing just with like egg yolks added in there and see if it's any good. I feel like the reason I asked is because I feel, oh my god, that guy threw a boomerang at me. I feel like I remember some other time you had like a fever breaking or like a fever spike around the time you were about to have your period. I think. But I mean, like the congestion and stuff like that makes no sense, obviously. All right, we're getting on the ghost train. We're getting on the phantom train. This is an emotional moment. The train full of zombies. Again, as my friend Hosuk would say, train full of jumbies. You wacky Korean. Okay, how's everybody's weapon levels going here? You done with that sword yet? Seems like yes. Okay, what are you doing next then? Spear or fist? Let's do spear. No, let's do fist. That's like her signature weapon. What about you, big feller? You must be done with this by now, yeah. So spear and Gigas Lance. That's a great name. I remember that. That was like a couple months ago. I'm also like well aware of that, like just the general pattern of like watching out for that cycle, because Andrea is like destroyed for a couple of days before her period. It's like maybe like a progesterone thing or something like that, but like invariably like once or twice a month, it's like several days of headaches before her period. So I like learned a lot to monitor those things. Behavioral is not that different, but like she's just kind of like physically like quite drained. I don't know whether it's like a blood level thing. There's all sorts of different choices. Who knows? I've never actually really paid attention that much before in girls, but this is like the first time that someone's having like adverse physical reactions during that period. Is Miller here? Are you there, pal? Have you played? Have you / he played any TFT on PBE? Are you that kind of nerd? Are you playing like normal patch or are you just nothing at all? He's at what? I swear to God, he wrote something like 10 minutes ago. Autistic freedom? That was recently. Alright. Get to the bottom of it. Oh, this is really bad. This is really bad. I gotta kill this thing. Stat. Look at it. It instantly fucking killed him. Okay. So now we need to use Revivify. That did a lot of damage, actually. Now heal on yourself. This Need Lion is like one of the hardest enemies from the Pure Lands, which is coming up soon. It's like a very hard part of the game. 95. Oh, Revivify does not... Oh, there's two of them? I'm in big trouble here. I gotta get out of here. I can't fight two of these guys. Get me the fuck out. Yeah, headliners. You get 2 of a trait instead of 1. And they're automatically like a 2-star, and their abilities are stronger. So like you're basically expected to always have 1, and then you just kind of like switch to different parts of the game. All right, fellas, get in there. I can't be the one attacking the most. I'm a little shrimp. My name is Apples in all caps. Yeah, they got rid of legends, and they got rid of all the augments that are like +2 to sorcerers or like +2 to whatever, because they're doing the chosen thing instead. And yeah, so legends are gone, and those kind of augments are gone, and you can naturally level to 10 without having Aurelian Soul or Patient Study. So those are like pretty big changes. And then 1 or 2 of the items are different. Like Night Harvester, they're gonna remove apparently for a different item. The crit and armor one that no one uses. It's good on like Kaisa and like no one else basically. I don't know, maybe it's good on like Warwick, but like Warwick has better items for sure, like BT. If you look at the TFT Tactics site, my favorite like S comp right now is like the Zon Rogues. 4 Zon, 4 Rogues. Ooh, this is the first Royal Gem I ever got from a chest. Nice. 4 Zon, 4 Rogues is pretty fun. I don't know, maybe there's a Warwick. Might be a different Warwick. It's usually like how many champs per set? Like how many like different heroes are there usually, like in the 60s? There's like, I know there's like 12 or 13 one cost. So I mean, if that like kind of linearly goes down, that means there's probably like, well, let's say like 12, 8, I don't know, 12, 10, 10, whatever, of how many 3 costs and 4 costs there are. I think there's 13 one costs. Oh my god, 149? This guy's gonna kill me. He just killed her. Motherfucker, just like stands there and spams boomerangs on them. Okay, this is really bad. Some of these guys are getting to be like actual monsters. Look at this guy. He's dead. This is crazy. I gotta take my big boy out here before these guys kill me with fucking boomerangs. I actually have to control Tommy, my AFK bruiser. Those ninjas in a tight corridor are very effective. I must have gotten so much money during this place. It's been a long grind. It's 5 o'clock now. How much more time do I have? So after this should be the Pure Land and the Mana Fortress. That's it. That's a tomorrow stream, I think. And then Saturday, I'm gone overnight. So will I do anything in the morning? Is this gonna be another week? Is this gonna be another week where Saturday and Sunday I'm gone? It's tough to say. I can maybe do a Saturday morning one, but I think I'm actually gonna skip the gym tomorrow because I still feel tired, and then go to the gym Saturday morning, and then go to the Ski Village Resort Town for the night, and then be back Sunday evening. Sunday morning, I'm gonna have to be very, very careful with my internet usage because I want to watch the full World Finals, which is Saturday night, Sunday morning without any spoilers. That's gonna be hard to do. I have to make sure, like Sunday, despite traveling, that I just like basically do not get on my phone at all. If I want to watch like an uninterrupted World Finals, like we can either go Friday night or Saturday night to borrow this person's condo who we're borrowing, and like if we're only doing one night, obviously it's better Saturday because like Friday is half taken up anyway by like Andrew going to work or something like that. So it's like, so I guess we'll do Saturday then. I'm like, well, when we can't do Friday? Because in my head at some level, I was like, if I do Friday, then I can be home Saturday, and then Sunday morning I can watch like the World Finals with no interruption. I was like, okay, yeah, you're right. All right, let's calm down here. I wish I should start. I really should start going to bed at 8:30 and getting up at like 6 in the morning. Read for like an hour, be asleep by 10, get up at like dawn. I really honestly should. It's not like I do anything in my evening anyway. I really should. Like I should after dinner, like just like start getting ready for bed. Start making dinner at 6, eat it at like 7:15. I should. I can feel the extra tiredness of like it being dark now. It's fucking dark now. and then me then being up for 7 more hours. Like, do you understand like how much that like your melatonin production, your endogenous melatonin production is affected by how many hours of like dark blue light time you get? That's like you're never gonna be as rested. Are these like the ticket booths for the subway? I'm gonna get an even more red light. I'm gonna find an even better, like a 650 watt red light bulb. I'm gonna put it right here. And I'm gonna have like a ring light of red, as opposed to this overhead light, which is just basically like a red color around what I think is a normal light bulb. I'm gonna do it. Be just irradiated in here for evening streams. We're getting kind of wrecked by this fucking duck. Can you guys hit this guy, please? I feel like of the 4 melee weapons, being the axe, sword, spear, and glove, the glove is like noticeably more ineffective. And when one of my characters is using the glove, we just get owned, like way more often. Yeah, there's like whole levels to how neurotic you can get about it. Like obesity, disease rates, just like your. Okay, you gotta pay for your ticket before they open up the gates for you. What's the midget boy throwing? He's throwing a boomerang. For some reason, it's called a Fritz bar. Alright, later, nerds. I'm gonna fight this guy. These guys have good gear. I think they can give you good drops. That's the price you pay for their extremely high damage. Hit him! Get in there! My main character is getting baited by his own spear. Look, the boomerang doesn't hit the way back. It's so cringe. Get in there! I have to control this guy. Jesus, thank you. You like my indigo boomerang? I'm living the dream over here. What color would you say this boomerang is? Indigo? Purple? Rose? Violet? I don't know. Colors are not my forte. Violet, yeah. I just have to consult the rainbow. Violet is the last one. Alright, here we go. I have no mana for this. Hey, you. Boss, I did some nosing around. Seems this kid is the legendary knight. Huh, what a joke. How could you have found that blade? Hand it over. Yeah! We're gonna be rich, boss! Shut up and go get it. It's a girl. Super Special Deluxe Robot Type 2 with Turbo! Kettlekin! Alright, this guy was one of the most annoying bosses I fought. Let's use... Okay, hold on. Everybody just calm down. I can't use her mana. I'm gonna use her mana to try to heal less than twice. Sylphid. I'm gonna assume I'm just gonna hit lightning on this boy, but I'm gonna give him a little bit of the Royal Sampler. Oh, I have no mana left. Okay, how many Fairy Walnuts? 4? We're doing great. Okay, Appulf. Let's stock up here. Okay, this is probably an easy boss, but I do need to stock up my magic. Let's hit him with the old lightning bolt. $60 for a lightning bolt? Are you out of your fucking mind? Look, they did nothing. Cringe. This magic is not it. Look, I can't hit him. Bosses in this game are maddening. Okay, let's go Gnome. That's not Gnome. Lightning's the only thing that did even big numbers. Is this guy impossible to hit? Oh, he loosed a barrier up, right? Of course, I forgot. Okay, get out of the way before she gets killed. He's dead. Okay. Yeah, we're doing great. Okay. 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 Please get up. Is she dead? Oh my god, this game. Is it too late for a candy? This is a... Okay, this boss is deserving my respect currently. Alright, pretty easy. I think she... I don't know if she's up. Is she up? Is she up fast enough to get experience there? I think she is. That guy was a high damage machine. He was watching Seniors play PvM showing fake clips in the world star's throat. Faker is playing very well. Sorry, I missed that message before. Faker is playing very, very well. Also, Zeus. The whole team is playing well on T1. But they're a classic, like, they're a world finals, they're a grand finals choker, so they have a real pressure to beat. And Weibo is playing without pressure, which is nice. Weibo is not necessarily at the same level as T1 because Weibo got a very easy route to the finals. But the Shy is still a monster. And if anyone's gonna like just destroy Zeus's mental and make him like lose and be the choker on his team again, it's gonna be the Shy, who's like an absolute monster with a huge champion pool and who seems to be playing very, very well. But Weibo had a very, very easy road to the finals that's like ridiculously fluky. But T1 does look better. And hopefully they learned a lot from last year. What idiot said he wasn't the knight? Let's scram! Yeah! But I really want to watch it. So I'm going to be very, very careful with spoilers on Sunday morning. He finally got his little violet boomerang up to the proper level. What's next, pal? Whip. Cool whip. This is great music. One of my favorite songs in the game. Really? Well, can you at least tell me how to do time travel myself so it feels like I learned something from it? Well, you wasted all that quantum energy that took you there. Do I have another dungeon to go through? Dungeon followed by a second dungeon? We're really getting to the gauntlet here, aren't we? I love that name, Heckhound. The Heckhound is blazewalling me. My boy's doing some good kiting with that whip. These swords are really annoying. They're infamously hard to hit. Get him! I actually think, like, the same way I had a pretty funny feeling that T1 would beat JDG just by momentum, I actually do kind of think Weibo will beat T1. Like, they'll just have, like, some sort of mental edge and T1 will fold. The same way I kind of had a feeling, even though JDG was the huge favorite. Either T1 wins 3-0 and, like, because they've been, like, such a strong, like, meta team the whole time. But I feel like there is some world where Weibo just, like, shames them performance-wise. Either way, I'm here for it. I don't think it's gonna, I don't know. If T1 is in another finals as good as the game 5 against, I get like the 5-game series against DRX was last year, holy shit, man. That was the best finals ever. But there's a lot of things that T1 did in that finals, which I don't know whether new coaching staff will help offset. Like, it was one of those series where, like, you get your head so shoved up your ass with, like, what the meta for the match is, that you don't think about the meta for the tournament. And suddenly you're, like, banning Varus and letting them have Aatrox, and then Aatrox just like runs the whole game. That's kind of like the ways that like the meta for the match can mess with the meta for the tournament, and you give players really strong picks they can own on. Because Aatrox was like, Aatrox, Akali, Sylas were essentially like the meta for the entire tournament. Like then into like, I don't know, random Heimerdinger picks, etc. But like Aatrox, Akali and Sylas and Aatrox top were like the main picks. Aatrox was banned the whole tournament. I think I should leave and go outside and see if I can get some more supplies. Because I think I need like a lot of mana to go through all this shit here. Oh, I'll have to hope we got enough. Okay, you kind of have to go by level. You kind of have to go by color here. So this one's green. So if I want to be a real nerd about it, I can just guess that this is Gnome. Okay, it didn't work. Because I just don't want to use a Fairy Walnut. I'll just try Gem Missile, and then I'll switch. I'll try to guess. Oh, that was awkward. Which one's gonna be? Luna? Undyne's not. This green one is Undyne? What the fuck? I just got baited so hard. Undyne? This is the water spirit? Where everything is blue? Heard a distant sound. The fucking... Wait, hold on. Where'd this guy come from? Oh my god, I got baited. How much mana does she have left? She got 3. Oh, Vey. I think I might only have 1 or 2 more Fairy Walnuts. I'm definitely low on Cup of Wishes, which I'm most concerned about. Funny thing with this little book character is that like they can open to random pages, and one of the pages is like a naughty picture. Classic like fully male Japanese developer staff always having like arguably too many naughty jokes inside the game. That is the classic. Okay, so one down. What's over here? I think I have to go through all 8 of these orbs. This looks like Salamando for sure, but my whole frame of reference is highly disrupted. I'm suspicious, frightened, unhinged, unnerved, disheartened, off kilter, the whole thing. Yeah, it's just like a 1 page of like a pinup girl. Most of the things was like the classic sort of like 90s and like early 2000s, but mostly like 90s like JRPG thing was like just playing like sexual harassment and perverts for humor. That was usually it. Like every game has like one pervert, and the girl has to be kind of like frightened, but mostly just like kind of offended, and the guy gets to be like, "Oh, he's just a little bit silly. He's just a pervert." All right, let's see this. Let's see. All right, let's see the nudie page. Let's see it. National Scar. Nope. Okay, my spear is at 6. Spear goes to 7, right? Yep. Okay, so let's do the same error I made before and just use Salamando on a prayer here. God damn it. Is it Gnome? Are we doing these in order? There we go. So I guess they're just doing them in order. What's next? What did I get third? Sylphid, right? And then Salamando? These wolves are so cute. I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do to get my cat to like actually exercise. I can't get her to like run around with any toys or anything. Should I buy more toys that she's gonna like just pathologically ignore? She kind of like asks for attention and then just scratches the couch and then just doesn't know what to do with herself. A rough period. She can do this. She can do this all winter. Are these the only 2 places to go? Yeah. All right. I feel like just from this like run alone of like this last like hour and a half of monster killing, I should be good for money for the rest of the game. But I do know the end game gear in the. I think there's only one more armor shop. I think the armor is like prohibitively expensive. And then like the last level of weapon upgrades are like 16 and 32,000. So now we can actually get good. I know that would be the dream. I had a dream about that last night actually. One of my dreams last night was about her having another cat to play with. That's some of the weird ones too. That's the only one that's the only one I remember currently. Okay, so this is where the rest of the palaces are going to be. So this left side, then we're doing a little cover story here. If it happens, it happens. But I don't feel, yeah, as I said, I'm probably not going to just bring one home. Okay, so is this Sylphid? Two swords and a book, defending every one of these places. Okay, let's try Sylphid. One of the cruelest things in this game is giving you like multiple elemental spells per element, per like spirit, and then sometimes only one of them will work. It really is only the issue with like Salamando where it's like 3 attack spells. Normally it's like 2 attack spells and like 1 utility one. Stabbed over here. Can you guys do your fucking job? Please? Something with the hero having the long range of the spear is making him extremely useless. Hit him! Alright, so now we go around. Take that, Heckhound! I whacked him! Alright. Let's keep this going here. I'm gonna take these guys out because I've already started to engage with them, then I'm gonna kind of rush through this a little bit. So a lot of fighting. But there are parts coming in that are like legit XP tests. So, not the worst time to have a little extra oof in your step, or else like some of these areas are like impossible. This game is not really much about like avoiding attacks, it's just about having the right number so that you dodge enough of the attacks and the ones you don't dodge don't do that much damage to you. Kind of a little bit binary that way. You either have enough XP to like mostly resist them to null, or you're under leveled and they just absolutely destroy you. Every time you start a new screen, like I can kill everyone here, go up one screen, then come back one screen, and then they'll all respawn. Most of the time. Every time you like leave they respawn. When I started stream for the second half today, I played some Suika, and I thought I played 3 games of Suika, and then I looked at my OBS, and I had been recording for 1 minute, but had been live for 52. I was like, I just lost 51 minutes to Suika? Like the browser version? Like I cannot explain how fast that time went. I played 3 games. I got a watermelon for the first time. That's like the top end fruit, and made a little noise. But I couldn't believe it. 50 minutes. Gone. Gone. It's like... It was like... vertical video scrolling. That's the kind of time loss we're talking about. Even worse. The key to that game is... Well, one, looking at what's coming next. That's a pretty important key. But the main thing is to like make sure you don't lose any little tiny guys under the big guys. Kind of game out the chain reaction so that you don't have like little... raspberries and cherries under the big boys. This is Salamando for sure. So if you see, this is a place that now that we have all 8 seeds and all 8 elements, they now give you the way to unlock... What are you doing up there, you rascal? They now give you a way to unlock the like final areas of the game where you have to go through and use all 8 elements to unlock 8 different things. It's classic RPG design. We're good. If this isn't Salamando, I'll eat my shorts. Oh, we're doing great. They even let me use the cheap one. As opposed to that one place where I had to use the most expensive spell to melt the lava. Shorts remain... Yeah, my shorts remain uneaten. Any treasure there? Oh, alright. Okay, halfway done. Get off me, you rascals. Get off me, you rascals. Oh, this way. There you go. Where am I going now? I guess it's the main chamber again? Wait. I better check the bottom side of this. No, I think that staircase must have opened. We're doing great. Yeah, there we are. Okay. So which way do I go here? This guy is going way too slow here. Taking so much damage and always being out of range to attack again. It's not the way he's supposed to play. Oh. Okay, so there's 4 different routes here. Get a little impatient here. Empty room. Let's see if it's an empty room on the other side as well. Oh. Wait, what's this? Jesus. This is a huge fucking area. Orb? Nice. You're kind of scrambling and keeping them with you. Okay, random ass room, nothing in it. Oh, this is just like the last place. I'm gonna get lost easily here. Hey, you. Come on, we're going. Okay. So what's here? Nice. So this one is... This looks like shade. I gotta use the big boy with the strongest weapon. This is taking a little too long. I think this is one where I can't use the cheapest one and probably actually have to use Evil Gate, but I will still use the cheapest one in case that's not true because it's 4 times more expensive. Yeah, we're doing great. Okay. Must be thinking of a different area. Actually, I'm probably just thinking of some boss where only one works well, not the other. One cool thing is as you level up a spell from level 0 to level 8, the effect does get much larger and much more dramatic. And then like there's the penultimate spell, sort of like the one that does non-elemental damage and is very strong against bosses. Once you get it to like its higher levels, if not the highest level, oh, a couple wishes, nice. It actually has like an alternative version that like even looks cooler as well. Very cool. It's got like a rapid burst mode to a burst spell. Okay. 5 down. This looks like Lumina, right? Once I get to the one that's Lumina, I'm actually going to give her a Fairy Walnut. Because... she has no mana left. Hold on. You have Magic Absorb. I should be using this. All he got back was what he spent for it. I think because the level's so low. If it's in order, then it's Lumina. So I don't think I can do that. Regardless, she has to use a Fairy Walnut. Let's use her last point on Analyzers to make sure. If last one's Shade, this is Lumina. They're going in order. Yeah. So now she... How many Fairy Walnuts we got? We got 3. We're doing great. The problem is Lumina is an expensive spell, but she doesn't have too many reasons she has to use stuff. Where's Lumina? Yeah. Lumina, the only attack spell is Lucent Beam. That's right. What happened? Use your spell, woman. It does not, yeah. Those things just show the bar where your like attack readiness goes up. Okay, 6 of 8. We're getting there. Time to fight a couple guys to break up the monotony. Hit that wolf, damn it. Why is this room blank? Why are there 3 empty rooms? What's your deal, game? What is this devil doing? It's being sneaky? I think he has to move around until he gets far enough away from people to reactivate. Okay, so it came from here. All of these are blank rooms. So I think probably the 7th one is here, and then the 8th one will open up once I do this one. That's my assumption here. Ah, I see. That'll do it. That's what the last 2 are. Wolves have, that sound effect is really cozy to me. The whip's at 6, that's good. I bet there is. Or like, if you go into the same room 3 times, something like a chest shows up. This game would do that to you. Three deviously empty rooms. This game would do that. It would. Okay, where am I going? Okay. Oh, that's a low-key move. The turtle with the greatest attack animation ever. Turns into a little truck and charges you. What a dream. Yes. Alright, so this is where I came from? The central part? So the only good way to go is here? Okay. Any secret here? No. These guys should have good amounts of MP. Oh, you chosen the turtle instead? You moron. Don't steal from the turtle, steal from the book! Oh, he repelled the magic and he stole my own magic? I wasted a point. I'll never get it back. Alright. We're doing great. You guys talk amongst yourselves. I have a fairy walnut to steal out of this chest. They actually know because it's a longer dungeon. They actually give you a chance to get like replenishment items from chests, which they have barely done the entire game. They've given you like medicinal herbs and candies and all that bullshit the entire game. And now they actually give you a couple wishes and fairy walnuts because you need them because this is like a legitimate endurance test. Okay. There's a little turtle. Hit the turtle before it turns into a truck. We're doing great. Candy, what your level's at? 5? Alright. Alright. Wait, there's no thing? The deuce? Come on, fellas. We don't need to be here. They don't want us here. Fine. Hey, you. Come here. Okay, this one's here. Confirmed. Okay, get out of here quick. There you go. So this will open up the other one. Got it. So this one is Luna, and then the last one will be Dryad. I'm not sure what spell to cast. I don't think there's any attack. I don't think there's any attack magic for this. Maybe it's change form. Get in there, little buddy. They really do a pretty good job in this game of like what's the word? Like kind of accelerating the tempo over the course of the game. Where like early on you're like, go do this one thing, and then go here and then do this one thing, and then go here and do this one thing. Whereas now it's like several big long gauntlets. Is he not dead yet? Alright, we're doing great. Uno más. Do you mean like in general? Because my birthday's 6 months away, so I don't know what things I'm gonna want in 6 months. But like I know what things I want for like Christmas, you know what I mean? Because I know those are the things coming up, and I know what kind of like winter stuff I want this year. In terms of general, what's a good birthday gift? Great question. What are timeless things? Restaurant gift certificates? What else is a general good gift? Steam games, maybe? Though some of those might be like a risk of never getting played. It's not like things, really. Like sweaters, objects. I don't generally think that much about things that are personally made. I think the best gifts are usually like experiences. These swords are giving her the business. I think experiences are the best gifts, honestly. Like tickets to a festival, a trip being planned, things like that. That, generally speaking, are the ones that I value the most. Unless it's something that I specifically asked for, but like in terms of like objects like clothing or accessories and like that, they usually like, they're kind of a stretch because they're someone else's idea, right? They're always like nice, but like not strictly useful. But to me, it's experiences. Like, it doesn't have to be like a big chunk of the experience. One time, like a girlfriend got me tickets to like the Pitchfork Music Festival in Chicago when we were in Ottawa, and like she didn't get us both tickets to Chicago. We eventually did like a drive to get there, but like the tickets itself is like an indication of intention. That's pretty cool. That's the only thing you can take, right? This guy again. I haven't seen one of these rascals in a while. Every single time I fight one of these guys, I have the sprite. Apples is equipped with a whip, and it's like the best thing for him. Oh, 265. What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh my god. I might keep her dead. That is a lot of damage. Okay, let him get back in here. No, don't go over there. I can't believe how much it ate me for. No, this is like the third time I fought these guys. I fought one, then I fought three. And now this one is an absolute goddamn powerhouse. Look, he's gonna kill him. You have to get it out of the stomach as fast as possible. That is absolute nuclear damage. I have to cast some spells in this thing to kill it. This is crazy. Okay, get away from me. Two. One. Please don't eat me. Oh my god. He also heals himself eventually. He just stands around, occasionally bites you. Oh my god, please hit him. Please get him out. Oh. Two of those and I'm dead. What world am I living in here? No, stop it. Get away from him. What the fuck? I don't remember this guy. He's gonna heal. How much is he gonna heal for? 478. That's like 10 hits. This is a nightmare. Stay away from him. There you go. This is the kind of big. He's healing again. Oh my god. Take his mana. It's a good question to know. Like I didn't like 828. Please get out of her belly. 321. This is insanity. If I wanted to be a real nerd, I would like change their act so that my guys were charging of abilities. He's healing himself again. Should I take his mana? This is a nightmare. He hit me. Get him out! Get him out of my belly! Okay, 290. This is crazy. I've never seen anything like. I don't remember this guy ever doing this to me ever. Okay, I need lunar boost. Like a targeted munch for 300 when that's like, oh no, get up. Oh, he's dead. Okay, thank God. Jesus Christ. That guy's never been that terrifying. Ever. Alright, everything's fine. Everything's just fine. Everything's just fine. Why did that open up that way? What's over here? Kind of odd. What was that? What opened up there? So there's just nothing over here, right? No, it's closed up. So what's here? I'm back here? Wait a minute. Wait, whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, thanks to you, we found a shortcut to the Grand Palace. Okay, this is good. So now we know how to get to the front door. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Okay, now we need the last one. Now I need some water. Oh, looks kind of odd, question mark. Okay. He's dead, right? He's like a corpse. Apples, the Emperor, but he's what the? Hey, now there's an exit behind the stage. He's dead, right? He's just a corpse. Hey, you. So he's just a figment of my imagination, and now we fight Thanatos, or we get set up to fight Thanatos. This guy, Fanha, you made it. Did you beat the Emperor? I'm afraid so. We'd rule the world if we had the Mana Fortress. Oh, I should have left and come back. Who else is here? This might be a hard fight. Oh shit. Thanatos. Aha, long time no see, little one. Where is Dialogue? Is he safe? Of course, he's just about to become my new body. What are you up to? Never you mind. Now, Thanatos to the fortress. Revenge is so sweet. Bye-bye forever. Okay, so I did not think this through. Oh god. These are like big boss fights. Okay, so pulling out all the stops here. We're no longer in an endurance race. We're in a goddamn arms race. Analyzer. Dispel Magic 6. 3,500 health. 65 mana. 20,000 XP. 14,000 GP total. Pigma's Glare. It's Pigmized. I don't have a thing to help against Pygminess. Moogle Belt. Flamey Drum. So, Remedy. Okay, charge up to 7. He's casting Dispel Magic constantly, it's fine. Pigmouth Glare. Oh god, is that really missing? This game is so fucking stupid. Constantly casting Dispel Magic for some reason. Oh shit. Oh my god. This game, I was at full charge. Alright, so I need you. Your Air Blast did nothing. This game is killing me, man. The boss fights are so... They're blowing my mind. Every spell does 1. $439, that's pretty good. Okay, so she's getting destroyed. So let's remedy you. Let's use the last of your mana on... What costs 3? Level Wave? Sure. Level Wave is nice because it's one of those spells that has such a long animation that you can level it. You can like layer a bunch of them. Get away from her. Okay, hit her. Do something. It has to Dispel Magic all the time. A nice big hit there. Dispel Magic. I don't know why she uses it so much. So you use a Fairy Walnut on yourself. Let's find you a spell to use. Go through the whole repertoire here. I feel like all my spells are so low. He doesn't even do it. I think because he was in like the recovery animation still. Look, everything does 1. The only thing that's worthwhile is like weapon stuff. Okay, so he's Pigmai, so you have to heal him. Everything does 1, oh my god. There's a place on the map where you can get something that... wow, Dispel Magic interrupts your charge? I don't even think I knew that. I think Dark Force is a very bad idea. I'm sure Lumina does well. They didn't even tell me what he's weak to. I'm now a pygmy again. This game is trolling me so hard, man. Love it. So she randomly casts Dispel Magic constantly. Oh my god. I should cast Speed Up on him, actually. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. You guys need to be doing more than this. This is a really... I think boss fights in this game are like the worst part of it by far. Okay, so you are now gonna charge up your abilities to 5. And you're not, because you're gonna keep casting spells. Including, Winnable. That was sick, actually. First thing to do more than 1 damage. She keeps casting Dispel Magic on me, which interrupts my charge. I'm now a pygmy. This is easily the most annoying boss fight in the game. I guess I just run up and hit her. Look, I didn't even get out of the animation before I'm a pygmy again. None of my spells do shit. I can't charge up an attack. Fucking bitch. You are the worst. I can't hit her. She does no damage to me. This boss is like a... This is so annoying. Oh my god. Dude, fuck off. Oh my god, I'm gonna lose my mind. Oh my god! The second I run toward her, she pygmizes me. Look, you're not even casting the fucking spell. I'm losing my mind. She's instantly re-pygmized. This is incredibly cringe. This is incredibly cringe. Look, I interrupted my own fucking attack with Remedy. I can't do damage to her. I can't do damage to her. Everything does 1. There you go. Play like that, you fucking whore. This game does a very good boss sprites, though. You have 5-star charge. Hit her. You are so dumb. She did it. Okay. Okay. Everything's fine. Everything is just fine. Okay, let's get a little creative here. She's pygmized. Instantly takes half her health and damage. I feel like the boss is running a mana though. Yeah, she has. She's running a mana. But she still pygmizes you all the time. Stay away from her. She still uses pygmy. Look at that, just so much damage. Okay, hey, get away from her. Okay, so she ran her Dispel Magic, which is nice. Get away from me, you little shrimp. Oh yeah, how you like that, Hex ass? You C-word. Stop hitting me. Look at the sprite, just standing there, totally fucking useless. Just bust out your magic nut, at least. Oh my god, it did. The snake? That snake blew my mind. Because you take so much damage when you're pygmized, and it just does it like randomly by touching it. Do you understand how bad that is in a game like this? Okay, heal. Oh my god, that was horrible. She didn't even do damage to you. I could have gone for at least 30 more seconds. Maybe 20. Please tell me this place is done. I'm so done. Please. Okay. Okay, everything's fine. Oh. Waha, is it Geshtar or using my ancient magic I've created a living fighting machine? How utterly evil. Okay, who's got magic points left? She has 12. He has 25. Where is this dude? It's the same guy. You just reskinned him. Alright. Everything's fine. Let's give him a little analyzer. It repelled the magic. It's fine. Just whatever, man. It's all just fine. Oh, wait. It repelled the speed up, too. Okay, sweet. Hold on. You also start charging up your ability. Oh, yeah. Level 6 whip, baby. How's your anxiety? At a 20, how's your anxiety? At of 17, in order to make you more anxious, rate your anxiety? I'm hitting for 0. I'm hitting for 17 or 0. I'm having the best time. Breathe. Everything's fine. I can't hit him. Hit him! Whatever mine is. Mine's high. At least 7 out of 10. So irritable. Hit him! There you go. How you like that, you fucking asshole? Oh, look at that drift. Yeah, it's tough. You're having a rough day. That's way too much anxiety for one person. Oh, how do you like that? The spear. What are you doing? The normal attacks are doing nothing. This guy's immune to magic. The other one's immune to magic too. The sprite sucks balls this playthrough. Because I put no points, I put no effort into leveling up his magic. And so the magic is irrelevant. Where's this guy? I can see him. Don't knock me out. I got this full charge. I gotta bust this full nut. I missed! Oh, my sack is filling. My sack is 1/7 full. He just completely missed again. Wait, if I use Dispel Magic? That's Dryad, right? Where's Dispel Magic? Do you have it? Dispel Magic. That worked. Can't undo wall? Cringe. Like, they do no damage. Breathe. Everything's fine, just breathe. Just everything's fine, just breathe. Everything's fine, just breathe. Everything's fine, just breathe. Everything's fine, just breathe. The game is fun. The game is fun. The battle is totally fun. You're having a great time. You're learning things. You're growing. Through adversity, the flower blossoms. Everything's fine. It's a fun experience. Everyone's having a good time. Does he still have wall up, by the way? I should actually use speed up and lunar boost every single time. It's a crazy combo. Alright, so buff my boy up. Gnome, speed up. And zoom through this sack filling. Oh, you missed completely. Okay. Luna, Moon Energy. Holy shit, the triple boost. We're all gonna be we're all fine. Our ancestors will be ground into the earth like so many bones and dust. We will return to the elements like so much phosphorus and carbon. The oxygen will be returned and used in a better way. We will get some wax in. We have succeeded in whacking the opponent. Everything's fine, we're whacking. We're still whacking. Big whack incoming. This guy has a ton of fucking health. My attack's up, my evade's down. Just the way I like it. Oh shit, we're getting low. Those spells cost a lot. Or maybe you should only start with 11 to begin with. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. We're having a fun time. Oh, his wall expired. Oh, that's so cool now, aren't you, bitch? Okay, time to bust a full nut of magic on this guy. Dark Force is another one of those ones with a very long animation. Don't hit him. Nice. I think it's the first thing I have at level 3. My pitiful spells. Okay, so that's his full sack emptied. Like, I know it shouldn't do much damage because I haven't leveled it, but 1? You rascal. Okay. Now we just charge up attacks, which my teammates seemingly stopped doing. They're under explicit orders to charge up attacks. I'm not doing it. There you go. Oh! Poetic finish. Please, no more bosses in this gauntlet. I just want to have dinner. I just want some pancetta and black tiger shrimp jambalaya with orange peppers. I just want one large portion of jambalaya. Is that so much to ask? Got Spearthorb. They activated the Mana Fortress. This place is sinking. This is a big climax of the game. We're almost there. I think there's the Pure Land, and then there's the Mana Fortress. That's it, right? This is the big moment. I think that's it. I don't think there's anything else. Yeah, just an hour more of fighting wolves and fucking turtles with lances that can turn into a Tonka truck. This is another one of the great themes. Here's all my buddies. Everyone okay? Take care of yourselves. Here's a little boost. Thanks, pal. Thanatos has bunched double-crossed the Emperor. What are they up to? Here we are. Give us the lowdown, Gemma.
Tommy, you okay? We barely got away. We failed to stop the Wyrm Fortress's revival. The Mana Beast will appear and crash against the fortress any minute. It'll cause the destruction of this world, but we mustn't give up yet. Sage Stock has spoken of the Mana Tree, a pure land at the world's end. Usually it's hidden under a dense cloud barrier, but the fortress is consuming the last of the world's mana, and the barrier has thoroughly weakened. This might be able to land there. The seeds that have powered up your sword are a small part of the Mana Tree. Find the tree itself and you can instantly revive the Mana Sword. We have no choice. We must find that place. It's a forbidden place. No one's ever been there before. Beware.
Okay, time to find the secret kitty. See if we've caked up enough to get what he's given.
Hi, Nico.
Finally on your way. Good luck. Have everything you need? 430,000. Is this enough? 37? Okay, wait, I don't think it is, actually. Best guard? Okay, it's not that bad. Yeah, we're good. Needle Helm, and there's other stuff you can get in the Mana Fortress to upgrade this stuff. Okay, we should be good. Oh, those are big chunks. Vest Guard? Yeah, let's make the penultimate one called the Vest Guard. This is actually fucking close. 400 Gs. Right down the tubes. Stupid cat with his overcharging. But this and the weapon orbs are the last things you ever need. Nice. Alright, we're doing great. We're recouping. We're recouping at least a C note here. Alright. We still got a healthy stack after all that. We're doing great. But all of it's going to go into weapon orbs, which are all getting pretty expensive. Alright. Feels good, man. Feels real good. Okay, I'm gonna groove to the the Mana Fortress music for a second. As I go find one or two of the as I go find that secret island I forgot about, the turtle one. That's a groove. There's the Pure Land. There's an island somewhere that you can get the pygmy hammer from. It's an island, right? I don't think it's this little thing here. That's Tiznica. We don't need to go back there. There's the floating palace. This is it? This is the Turtle Island where I got the Sea Hare's tail. Right? So where do you get the pygmy hammer? Buddy, how you doing? I don't remember. I think it's like near the Gold City. Isn't it like a little tiny little thing? I taste pizza on my mouth. I taste like crunchy crust, nice tomato sauce pizza. Oh, here it is. In my mouth. This is the lighthouse. Is it here? I think this is just like a flavor text thing. I don't think there's anything here, actually. Chilling in the tropics.
Hey, buddy. Hey, feller.
Yes, I do. I'm Picard, caretaker of this lighthouse. To the northeast is a coral reef. Under it lies a sunken continent. The Mana Palace is really a switch that will refloat the continent. The power of the ancients must have been incredible. Thanks, pal. Good to talk to you. A couple weeks ago, I watched Elon Musk and Joe Rogan eat anchovy and pineapple as a pizza. That was a wild one. Okay, I don't see it anywhere. Nor do I really care enough. It'd be nice to have. But I don't remember where it is. Are you gonna keep me on tenterhooks, or are you gonna tell me about this goddamn pizza topping? I'm getting taunted. You're torturing me. You're torturing me with pizza toppings. Alright. Where is it? Basically, I'm probably just like flying the same routes every time because I'm not being methodical about it. Okay, one more minute of aimless flying. Okay, you know what? Here's what we're gonna do. Jesus. Looking it up. You don't even know what it is? What's going on over there? Okay. So one fold rotation going north. We reach the Pure Lands. And then east slightly, and then north again. We'll do bands. Garlic oil, mozzarella, buckboard, bacon, dried figs, and green onion. That sounds very good. I really like sweet fruit with like the proper meat on pizza. It's so good. Okay, so I did. This is a full rotation, right? Where's the Pure Land? Yeah, okay. East again. Wait, like, did you get it at a place? Yeah, fig is one of my, like, I've had a couple of figs on, like, fig and prosciutto pizzas that were, like, unreal. It was a really great combination. Okay, this thorough scan, like I'm looking for a body, is also not really working. Okay, one or two more loops. Wait, is this it? No, that's the Floating Palace. Okay. Almost done our little search party here. This whole pizza thing is torturing me. Okay, one last circuit. Maybe two. That's Taznika. That's Turtle Island. I know it's not here, but I'm still gonna go here. There's no way to give me something else, right? Alright, I'll look it up over dinner. Do this tomorrow. Okay, I need to have one more rest, right? Because I think my stats are still... Yeah. How many magic points left? No, we're good. Alright. I usually get their salad, aged parmesan, apple, arugula, candied walnuts, dried cranberries, and honey thyme dressing. It's like a perfect salad. Like legit a perfect salad. This is probably the easiest town to find is when I always stop by here. Aged parmesan. Only the best kinds of parmesan for this one. Alright, Watts. Got some upgrades coming. How much can I afford these? 130,000. I don't even think I can. Yeah, I probably can. These ones are the pricey ones. 12,500. Holy schmoly. Okay, well, I don't know if I'm short a couple, but I think there's a couple more to go. Alright, we still got money. Yeah, you're doing a good job. It's water! That's how I feel right now. About food and thirst. Alright, time is it? 6:30? Everything's going fine. I don't know what I'm gonna do this evening. Maybe it's time to start watching Attack on Titan. I've been saying that for like 2 days now. Okay, everything's fine. Alright, everything's just great. Anyway, I'm off. One more stream of this will do it. Pure Lands and the Mana Fortress, and a nice little Friday cap off. Will be an exciting emotional journey, which I think we're probably a little bit over leveled for after that huge grind to this last place, but it should still be fun, and those are the great parts of this game. Alright, bye.